I am making a historical family record book by repurposing a hardback book. It will be a family treasure book full of historical records, genealogies, photos, and stories. I like Victorian things, so I'm styling it with a Victorian flair. What you're watching right now is just the opening pages of the book. The rest of the video is a process video to show you how I think my way through the process. I don't know how much value this video will have for you, but I hope you will find some inspiration for this poorly shot footage. Okay, for this next page, it's a family photo page. I have collected the photos that I want. These I printed on glossy paper. I put a label so that we know who this person is and what connection they are to the family. And this is my grandmother when she was a little girl. And so I put labels on the photos, and I found this great quote that I would like to put on this page. And family roots, that's what this page is about. So that's sort of my label. I took a black marker, the brush side, and I went around the edges to darken the very edge of the paper so that it will stand out just a little bit. Oops, looks like I missed a side. Yeah, I got it. And I want to have these photos sort of tucked in a pocket. So I got a piece of mylar and I sewed some lace on it. So now with my fabric scissors, I'm going to trim off the extra. I guess I'll trim from this side so I can see better. I'm gonna trim off the extra of this fabric because I wanted lace so that you could kind of see through it. I mean, I'm using mylar because I want it to be see-through. And I figured sewing it on would be easier than gluing. So my plan is to glue this to the very edge of the page, and these pictures you'll be able to see through, and they will just kind of peek out and you'll see that there's something there so they can be put up. But before I do that, I need to do some background. I don't want to just leave the page that color. On this side, I have a collection of family photos. Yeah, this is my great-grandmother. That's my grandmother. This is my great-great-grandmother. And this is my mom and I. And this is my daughter and I. So it's a family affair. It's a family collection. So all of these will work together. This, I have added it to a piece of book page that I stamped. And I cut out this trim, looks like lace, to frame it. Made labels. I made labels for everything so everyone's identified. And I have this sticker that I would like to put on there because this picture is kind of special to me. So, but what I need to do is I need to ink up the page. And I don't want to show you the context of these pages. There's an image here and there's a title here, and this is the title page of the book because I'm trying not to let the book be identified. So I'm going to remove all this and I'm going to do some stamping so that I have some sort of a background before I glue everything on. So we'll come back after I've done that. Okay, I did a little stamping so the picture's not so plain. And I think I'm going to keep that plain, but this is too white, and I'm looking at the edge of that and thinking, don't know that I want that to be white around the edge. So I'm debating on what to do with that. But right now I am going to do something about the whiteness of this. So I have some gray and I'm going to edges a little bit. Because my daughter was probably 4 at the time. Okay. A little bit smoky around the edges. I just inked up this so that it's not so white, and I'm going to glue that down right there. But I'm going to keep this page pretty simple because we're going to have this decoration on there, and so you can still be able to read the words, most of it. I'll put it over as close as I can to this edge. Wonder if I should trim it a little bit, maybe. Now the lace covers it up. All right. Well, I guess it might be a little hard to read. All right, I gotta think about that. I made this ink dauber. I have a video on how I did that. That can go there. I inked up the backgrounds so that I'm happy with it. I feel like I need to ink up this, and I need to do something with the edge of that because I don't know that I like that white around the edge. I'm debating on whether I need to tear it or just trim off the white or just ink it up. I'm not sure. So I've switched to black, and I want to darken the edges here just a little bit more. I want her to be higher because she's older. And her label so that we know who she is. So she's not just a forgotten face in a long line of ancestry. And a little detail that she was a seamstress, as I am a seamstress. You know, I think it'd be better if it were just slightly over. That way we know for sure that this is identifying her. Okay, and now I need to put this one, her daughter. Okay. And I don't really know anything about her daughter, other than her mother was a seamstress. Her label, and I actually cut them out of another photo where they were together, which is on the previous page right here. The mother and daughter. She's a seamstress, so I'm assuming she made these clothes, or at least she made that. And she has a lovely name, Emily Adelaide Avery Clapp. They called her Addie. And her daughter is Laura Clapp. This photo was taken in 1905. Now, I gotta figure out how to put this label on. I think I want this here. On the next page, I'm going to add some coffee dyed paper that's going to fold out on both sides, and it's going to have the family tree. So we'll have the maternal side of the family tree and the paternal side of the family tree. And they will be fold out papers that will fold out like this. So it'll be a wide spread so that you can put the whole family tree on. Okay, this has a little hole in it. You know, I could tie it with a string and have it be sort of a floating image. Let me think about that. While I'm thinking on that, let me get my clear gel. Clear tacky glue. And put on the mylar. Okay, gotta get it down to the bottom. Okay, and I want this at the very edge of the page. Which creates a tuck pocket for these photos to go in. That way, these photos could be taken out and put in a frame because they are printed on glossy paper. And it has information on the back of who they are. So that is how this is going to be. Now, why is that curling up? Do I need to get clips to hold that down? Interesting. I guess I will use some paper clips to help hold that so it doesn't curl up. I wonder if it's because that glue is a little bit wet, so it's affecting the paper. No, I'm going to put clips on it to help hold it. Well, who connected those? Okay, it's a puzzle. I'll just put those clips on there to hold that down while the glue does its thing. But I think that looks pretty cool. And next is going to be this. They'll be glued in and they will fold and open up. So that means I could even put pictures on this side. But I'm going to put the family tree, like possibly the maternal side of the tree and the paternal side of the tree. And so this is going to be a history book, a family history book. And I can put pictures here. But that's the plan. But I have to work out how to make the family tree. I want the main person in the middle, probably on this side, because I have more information on this side of the family than I do on that side. Actually, I want the dark side on this side and the light side on that side, because for some reason it turned out, wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Okay, maybe I'll do the light side here. The dark side on the outside. Yep, good plan, good plan. Thanks for watching.